Hey guys, what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be looking at solving linear inequalities. So first off, the difference between an inequality and an equation is the inequality has the greater than or less than. We usually have a graph like this, a line graph, and we have to shade greater than, less than, or greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So let's go ahead and jump in and look at a few examples. So right here we have an inequality of 1/3 times the quantity of 9 minus x plus 1 is greater than negative 20. So first thing what we want to do is isolate the variable x. We have two choices. We can either distribute the 1/3 or we can do a fraction buster, which is when we get rid of the 1/3. So I'm going to choose that by multiplying each and every term by 3 because that is the LCM. So that is going to give me now, this is going to cancel, 9 minus x plus 3 is greater than negative 60. So what we want to do now is combine like terms of the 9 and the 3 to get negative x plus 12 is greater than negative 60. And what we're going to do is we are going to minus 12 on both sides. And that'll give me negative x is greater than negative 72. And this is the little tricky part. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1 because I want to get x all by itself. And when that negative x is there, that negative sign, it's not all by itself. So that's going to give me x. Now this is actually going to flip the inequality. So instead of greater than, it now becomes less than positive 72. So now what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a quick little number line. I'm going to put 72 right in the center, 71, 70, 73, 74, so on and so forth. And since it's a less than, we are going to shade every number less than 72. And I'm actually going to have an open circle because 72 is not included. And I'm going to shade to the left. So that is all these values to the left over here. So let's go ahead and look at another example. I have negative 1/2 is greater than or equal 10 divided by 2a all over 2, take away 3. So what I'm going to do here, same idea. Do you want, you got to decide, is it easier to deal with the fractions or to get rid of them? And usually for my preference, I always like getting rid of the fraction. So I'm going to look at my LCM. I'm going to look at my denominators of 2, 2, and this imaginary 1 right here. And the least common multiple of those is 2. So I'm going to multiply each and every term by 2. And these are going to cancel. It's going to give me negative 1 is greater than or equal to 10 minus 2a minus 6. And now I'm going to look on the inequality, see if I can combine any like terms, which I can. This 10 and this negative 6. So I'm going to have negative 1 is greater than or equal to 10 minus 6, which is 4 minus 2a. I'm then going to minus 4 on both sides to get negative 5 is greater than or equal to negative 2a. And I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. Now, similar like what we did before, when I divide both sides by a negative, that's actually going to flip my sign. So 5 divided by 2, negative 5 divided by negative 2 is positive 2.5. And the inequality sign is going to flip. I'm going to be left with just a. So a is greater than or equal to 2.5. So right here, if I have 2.5 right in the center, I'll have 3, I'll have 2, and then a full space away, I would have 4, and I would have 1. And I'm actually going to have a closed circle because 2.5 is included, and it says it is greater than. A is greater than 2.5. So I'm going to shade all the numbers greater than 2.5, which is all the numbers to the right. And there you go. All right, let's go and look at another one. Same idea, we're just trying to get d by itself. There's just a lot of stuff that we need to do first. So the first thing what we want to do is distribute this 3 to the d and to the negative 8. And I'm going to also want to distribute this negative 2 to the 10 and the negative d. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to have 3d minus 24. A negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. A negative 2 times a negative d is a positive 2d. Minus 5d is less than or equal to negative 5. All right, so let's go ahead now and start combining like terms. My like terms are 3d, negative 2d, excuse me, that's a 20, positive 2d, and minus 5d. All right, so then I'm going to have 3d plus 2d minus 5d minus 24 minus 20 is less than or equal to negative 5. So when I combine these, I'm going to have 5d minus 5d is less than 44, minus 44 is less than or equal to negative 5. So when I have 5d and minus 5d, those cancel. It's just 0. I'm going to be left with negative 44 is less than or equal to negative 5. Now what we need to do is establish or decide, is this a true statement? Is negative 44 less than or equal to negative 5? And it is. Negative 44 is a lot less than, or it is less than, negative 5. Therefore, it's all real solutions. So you can just put 0 right here, and every number would be a correct solution. Okay? So that's it for today. If you have any questions on this video or on the lesson, please feel free to email your teacher.